When we get come, he go solve light, water, road, and security problems. And finally, he go bring peace to Rivers State. So make we give him our total support. Winke, His Excellency Winke. Winke, His Excellency Winke. Coste no parade. Alaye remese Winke. Rivers people we dey see us. We get the walk. Everybody we dey feel up. We get the walk. Man when they walk well, walk hard and walk fast. To make Rivers State better. We get the walk. Rivers people we dey see us. We get the walk. Everybody we dey feel up. We get the walk. Man when they walk well, walk hard and walk fast. To make Rivers State better. We get the walk. We dey see us. We get the walk. Everybody we dey feel up. We get the walk. Man when they walk well, walk hard and walk fast. To make Rivers State better. We get the walk. Rivers people we dey see us. We get the walk. Everybody we dey feel up. We get the walk.
While everybody agrees that current Rivers State Governor Nyesom Ezenwo-Wike has performed creditably in virtually all sectors of the economy, one field that even cynics and the opposition will applaud is the area of sports. Governor Nyesom-Wike's approach and disposition to sports development may not be unconnected with his conviction and universal unanimity that sports is a unifying factor that bridges ethnic, racial, class, and socio-political divides, as well as providing meaningful engagement for youths and job opportunities for the unemployed. The governor, who has been associated and acclaimed for exploring new avenues in his approach to governance with a view to even development, social sanity, and security, has in the area of sports collapsed two state-owned Premier League clubs, Sharks and Dolphins, to a viable, less expensive and easily manageable Rivers United, explored academy affiliation to La Liga giants Real Madrid, played host and motivated the revered tactician Samson Siasia tutored Dream Team 6 to African Championship and subsequently Olympic Games in Rio, Brazil, and organized a National Wrestling Championship that did not only provide a forum for talent identification, but the yardstick for determining Nigeria's contingent to African Wrestling Championship in February 2018. Former President Goodluck Jonathan, who spoke with newsmen in Port Harcourt, could not hide his elation when he blurted out that Governor Nyesom Ezenwo-Wike stands tall among the best performing governors in view of the structures on ground.
Assessing him, no, he has been assessed by all Nigeria. He's one of the best governors in terms of commitment, in terms of putting structures on ground, in terms of coming with creative policies. And I always say that for you to say I'm doing well as a governor, as president, you must add value to whatever you met. He met certain structures, he has even improved on them, he has built roads and everything. I was even asked to come and commission a road and a bridge during the 50th anniversary celebration of Rivers State. And of course that's why people call him Mr. Project. So he has been accepted by Nigerians as a performing governor. So you don't even need to ask me.
For the founder and sole sponsor of the Go Round Football Club, Omoko, and chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Rivers State, Prof. Felix Obua, the Rivers State governor has exceeded expectations, describing the Obiakpo-born politician as a pillar of sports, having manifested his zeal in the development of the sector. Bro Obua, who was receiving members of the Nigerian Football Supporters Club in Port Harcourt, pointed out that the array of investments and developmental projects embarked upon by the governor in the area of sports are certain that the former Minister of Education has set the standards for others to emulate. The Governor Wike National Wrestling Championship is a good example of the standard the River State Governor is setting, as opened by the state PDP helmsman, Bro Obua. The event is first of its kind, as no governor had previously organized a national wrestling festival, which also becomes the avenue to select national athletes for continental championships. President of the Nigerian Wrestling Federation and former Olympics and World Wrestling Champion Daniel Igali attested to this and highlighted changes to the traditional format, which he believed would enhance passion and elicit excitement during the wrestling championship.
It's probably the biggest tournament we've ever had. We're having 9 different styles of wrestling: female wrestling, Greek-Roman, and freestyle in cadets. We're having the same in junior and in senior. So this is the biggest tournament we've ever put together.
What's the prize money for this?
There will be prices. I don't know exactly how much it's going to be, but you know, we don't put any premium on prices at this level. What we try to do is ensure that the transportation fares of athletes are taken care of.
River State has been the home of wrestling from time immemorial, with the various ethnicities having distinct wrestling traditions, distinct patterns and rules, which provided the state national hegemony it occupied for decades. The Nigerian Wrestling Federation President Daniel Igali, former wrestling champions Jesse Sunday, popularly called Hippo, Jackson Bide, Iriga Efrebo, Jephthah Bale, Macaulay Appa, and age-grade champions as Victor Codell, Austin Michael, Scooter Meshach, Martin Oswag, among others, were contributors of the old River State, now Rivers and Bayelsa states, to the sports that made the country proud at the continental and global stage. The maiden edition of the Governor Wike National Wrestling Championship relived those glorious moments when fans thronged the Alfred Dieter Spieth Sports Complex, entertained by sinewy young men dancing to the talking drums, which is the soul of the wrestling dance and rhythm called Ogele in Ijaw land. Initiating this event also speaks volumes of the two-time Obiakpo Council chairman being in tune with the heartbeat of the people of River State. While playing host to the Nigerian Minister of Sports, Solomon Dalung, in Government House, Port Harcourt, Governor Wike spoke exhaustively on his vision for sports and pledged to invest more, while lauding the minister for being non-partisan on sports matters.
You are one of those ministers that have shown that party is a vehicle which conveys you to where you want to go to. After that, you continue with your journey, which is governance. I must say that my people will hold in high esteem of the courage, of the support, and of the encouragement you've given to the state to not only host the national wrestling competition, but also the African championship that will come up sometime in February next year. So many things that would have gone to River State has been denied us because of politics. But you have shown a common person that, look, what is all about party? We're talking about Nigeria. We're talking about progress of this country. And that is why this competition has come to us. If you have so much said of politics, obviously River State should have been the last place. But for you, Nigeria is one. United Nigeria. People like you will work well for Mr. President. People like you are the kind of ministers that Mr. President needs to move Nigeria forward.
On his part, Mr. Dalung congratulated the Rivers State Governor for his many laudable programs, pointing out that while many states had neglected sports, Rivers State had invested much and thus enhanced social cohesion.
The Nigerian Wrestling Federation is holding their national championship, and having 24 states participating with 12 club sites. And as I'm talking to you, Your Excellency, the number is swelling every minute, but I have for now about 700 athletes participating. I'm tempted as a scholar to have researched into what would have actually been factors that would have influenced the evolution of this history. But one thing that has convinced me, and is empirical, is it could be, just like scholars had argued in the past, that the quality of leadership in a society determines the state of social stability. I think this is also one of the major reasons why we have recorded this huge success. May I congratulate you, Your Excellency. That Rivers had agreed to host the African Championship. Permit me to declare that Rivers had invested for peace and prosperity.
At the opening ceremony of the event, Governor Wike, while listing an array of programs in the pipeline, assured that the Wike National Wrestling Championship would hold annually.
Sports is one defining factor. Like Minister of Sports said today, when he came to play Corsico, he said, one activity, one thing that has united Nigeria, irrespective of your religion, be a Muslim, be a Christian, be a non-Muslim, be a non-Christian. One thing everybody do not care. Whether you are in the ABBA, whether you are in APC, whether you are in PDP, one thing that brings everybody together is sports. And that is why if Nigeria is participating in any sporting activity, when Nigeria wins, even you don't know where your enemy, so-called enemy, will hold you, is to tell you sports activity, one thing that can bring everybody together.
Also speaking, Sports Minister Solomon Dalung announced that Rivers State would host the African Wrestling Championship slated for February 2018, disclosing that the athletes picked from the event will represent Nigeria at the continental meets.
This national championship is setting an agenda for the progression of Nigeria to compete in 2 months' time the African Championship, where we will be hosting over 54 African countries here in Portugal.
The sports minister, who also unveiled the mascot and logo for the African Wrestling Championship during the opening ceremony of the Weekend National Wrestling Championship, further revealed that a whopping 700 wrestlers and 300 officials from 24 states and 12 wrestling clubs participated in the maiden event.
The Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Federal Republic of Nigeria,
the 7th year unveiled this mascot, which is mascot that will be used for the African Championship in February 2017 in Rivers State. I do in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit.
Rivers people, we dey see us, we get the walk. Everybody, we dey feel us, we get the walk. Man, when they walk well, walk hard and walk fast, to make Rivers State better. We get the walk. Rivers people, we dey see us, we get the walk. Everybody, we dey feel us, we get the walk. Man, when they walk well, walk hard and walk fast, to make Rivers State better. We get the walk. We dey see us, we get the walk. Everybody, we dey feel us, we get the walk. Man, when they walk well, walk hard and walk fast, to make Rivers State better. We get the walk. Rivers people, we dey see us, we get the walk. Everybody, we dey feel us, we get the walk.
Meanwhile, collapsing the two-state-owned Sharks Football Club of Port Harcourt to Rivers United yielded immediate result as the club emerged runners-up in the Nigerian Premier League and automatically became one of two Nigerian clubs that represented the country in the Confederation of African Football (CAF) Champions League. Though Rivers United did not make it beyond the group stage, the players and officials were given the requisite exposure prior to the kick-off of the competition by the Governor Wike-led Rivers State government that sent them on training tour of Europe. To further boost football potential development in the state, the governor met with La Liga giants Real Madrid, which foundation signed an affiliation agreement. Led by the managing director, Julio Gonzalez, the Real Madrid Foundation agreed to establish an academy in Rivers State and use Rivers United as an affiliate club. Governor Wike was shown round the Bernabeu and other Real Madrid assets by multiple Ballon d'Or winner Cristiano Ronaldo and skipper Sergio Ramos. A look at Governor Wike's inroads in sports investments and development cannot be complete without mention being made of his support and inspiration to the Samson Siasia tutored Dream Team 6 to qualify for the African Under-23 Championship and subsequently proceed to the Olympics in Rio, Brazil, where the team clinched bronze in the football event. The Rivers State government hosted the first leg of the final qualifiers against Congo at the Adokie Amiesmaka Stadium in Port Harcourt, providing the winning atmosphere and inspiration that gave Nigeria the ticket. The Rivers State governor also honored eminent son of the soil and former Super Eagles captain Joseph Yobo, who brought to the state some of the best football talents Africa ever produced during his testimonial match at the Adokie Amiesmaka Stadium. Multiple CAF Player of the Year, as well as UEFA Champions League winner Samuel Eto'o, Nwankwo Kanu, and Austin J.J. Okocha, among many other renowned players, graced the event and appreciated the support of Governor Wike. At this point in time, it is pertinent to borrow this postulation from former President and global statesman Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, that performance in office is determined by available structures on ground. One can thus allude to the Rivers State chairman of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Bro Felix Obua, who made bold to say that Governor Nyesom Wike has exceeded expectations in view of his investments and developmental structures in the sports sector.
We dey see am, we get the walk. Everybody we dey feel am, we get the walk. Man when they walk well, walk hard and walk fast to make Rivers State better. We get the walk. Rivers people we dey see am, we get the walk. Everybody we dey feel am, we get the walk. Man when they walk well, walk hard and walk fast to make Rivers State better. We dey see am, we get the walk. Everybody we dey feel am, we get the walk. Man when they walk well, walk hard and walk fast to make Rivers State better. We get the walk. Rivers people we dey see am, we get the walk. Everybody we dey feel am, we get the walk. Rivers people we dey see am, we get the walk. Everybody we dey feel am, we get the walk. Man when they walk well, walk hard and walk fast to make Rivers State better. We get the walk.